Well, let's slide it into my number about last man standing. Now, internally to certain indexes, hey now, usually winds up being a local syndicate problem of adjusting the lodge for the system, because that would be the last man standing. Eventually, whether it's like Taliban, their government, or any other kind of system inside there that doesn't end up dead, it would have been a local lodge standard to backtrack in that regional model. And well, that's who the lead was going to be anyways, based on the trajectory of who should have got those spots before it destabilized a certain system while glassing it.
Okay, let's get a check your money first. So down in the S&P, ending in record territory.
Yeah, you can get shot for that one.
The Nasdaq
Well,
finished
it's
up
like,
slightly.
you know,
Let's begin with former deputy.
you got a guy that'll steal a purse on a system for a syndicate. It's like, how much do you get in terms of the differential guy? You know, I mean, we'll talk about what you're missing on the index here to get you something basic and regular through the system where you don't have to worry about getting it through those means.
Oh, look,
Have a garden, do your thing, it covers your index, fucks you money on the gambler. It's like, that's enough on a certain timeline to build equities off a certain system. I mean, it's like, you can do 15 for the thing. If you're single, 18, it starts to differentiate certain standards of workers inside of the system of whose basic system, because then what, they take it over-indexed and not have a unified mass unless it was by communications of Windtalk or E2 chess games to take that, without it just being the local area being like, I'll turn, whatever, it doesn't matter, fine. I'm not going to change what I'm doing in this condo over here about the streets and electricity, about some stuff that already is or not, or cultural differences in there. It's like, because when I go in, it's like, well, not necessarily just bears in the area, spiders over here, you know, you got Middle Earth and Saron up there. So while we are here, last man standing, you know, I mean, I'm not just at board meeting here. It's like, I mean, it's one thing to say you murdered a bunch of people and I got to put you down, Sparky, on this about certain things, because I can't trust you in the index unless you're going to run across the field in the barracks and the bullets and everything, inventory, fundamental failure, terminal position, about the Sharps case readjustment, because then you're worth it. It's like, then I still have an index that'll do what it tell you, figure out the graph on an index, topologies where they can set, or,
it's going to take months, and then 2 days ago, a day ago, they were even saying, well, it's going to, you know, they're coming in right now, and now there's just in a flat-out frantic frenzy to get
like, I got my own number for what energy is on Freedom about what this standard is, and it starts to be pretty high indexed on computer tech and systems, on Ace Combat 7 HUD program, and ZBrush engineering on Droid. So I'm gonna make stand out, and like I said, it's usually more money, and then they have problems on graphing the pay line to the regional models of what the differential is. Because, like I said, money's power. I'm busy. I could, you know, you'd be in a hotel all the time, bouncing around, or Zoom, just living here. So balancing doesn't matter at a certain point when you're in that.
So please keep oil prices low. While we don't need you
for you, there's a local. Certainly it is. When you think about your local, not Trumpy Bear, but the Fed play can wind up being that. How am I cloud to ground from that system, Minimax on Electron to what it does? It's just cut off contract builds to who's getting what. And it's like, all right, security defense stock on business, on board meetings and tax dollars of what the system would be, make it impartial. Give me lots of springs to pop stuff up in the region and say that's a factorable index on what that temperature is over 42 for the compression data well. I'm not just gonna, I'm gonna turn that over into spin twist theory on all that, whatever I want to do. The crane tat, like Pharaoh 27 pieces under Niles, where you'll find Tat's tablets about figuring out the legacy on the line, not necessarily somebody living for 900 years. Uniform written on the wall, clicks and ticks and muons. Now, I don't, topology is local for me here, being Fox News would still resonate a frequency, yes or no, back in whatever muons, the housing and what that does, so I'd recognize it, says, and zeroes it out, clears off the system, because it would lock you all up in the HUD. And so that's the problem and solution. So
Iran's government is funded by
AR-15-0-1, right? You would figure I could get in from a local drill recruiter.
They send warships to
Army, Navy, Air Force, Space Force, 33, tried every year, a couple times, sit in their barracks, like arrest me because it's the right thing to do if you won't recruit me. And let me change the policy because of the case. AR-670-1 says, what am I doing with the guy locally in town because Stanford experiment and the LSD marshmallow rat ecotopia experiment. Like, what's wrong with this condo? The one that collapsed because they were checking the brush, or this one that's Trumpy Hotel, right? It's like customer service coming first on money based on the index, more money, more better, still means standards on what that is. Otherwise, people are just going to go buy the cheaper one because it would be better. It's just junk, just because it's pretty.
It was a win on all accounts. And what did the Biden
like, you go to Mexico, it's like you can't quit buying out because they aren't. Fox and Dodge nowhere near the contractor level unless you just over there influenced it as the cartel boss. Because I'd be like, I'm for money.
Jobs in the American energy
I'm for dividing the standard on it. I saw it could take a shot, take a drop. Well, it's building up some system. They have business costs on some salt. Mexican, I'm going to make $100 a week with 2 guys. But ionized salt, and this keeps it in Mexico. In town about cartel differentials, enforcers on building a business past that point, safety standards, I call it. Quit stepping on it, walking on your feet, make it a CDC, what a gourmet salt factory in the United States. These are kind of standards on it, but the money differential they can't sell outside the state. Somebody who wanted it, or just eBay a bag and get the sale. Because it's not that easy. You go to the local restaurants. Local restaurants pay gourmet different standards to New York's supply and demand. If they wanted to hit that, and they had a marketer that was willing to understand those functions well enough to say, I'm going to catch my percentage off of that. Pink salt. I don't remember what case it was, but after they sold the salt, they were selling it as a premium compared to the landowner. And I don't know whether it went wild or there was a case about it.
We're talking about an administration which one of their first acts was to nix the Keystone XL pipeline, but now they've signed off on Vladimir Putin's Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline, which is now going to hold Europe into hostage.
Why did we need to give him the go-ahead to do some pipeline on a thing without it causing some damn war? Just build one. If it's yours, build it. Had the money set up inside for it, but I'll blow you up and go to war. No, they'll drop the price across the board of who does it, and then it's just like a local thing. Oh, play the stocks. Stop. Stop.
You know, Texas governor is saying, get out of the way, President Biden.
Too many of them.
Do it better.
It's not that that wouldn't have been a play to do some of that.
And you know, we have the University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index
goes back to
plummeting to the lowest in a decade.
Do your classes, do your system.
Over
I want to know that number. Wouldn't matter where you were. I'd send somebody for a class. They'd 10-year on the 10-year about coming over.
But you know, people are really worried about this. They're worried about gas prices going up. 9 out of 10 are worried about inflation.
These two lines being a wave function, the actual Mario pointed it out in here. The bottom line saying different results of Super Mario, Super Mario 2, Super Mario 3,
just wait, it's only going to get
any
worse,
kind of variable, Doomslayer, Lucy, HTT, 100%, Ultra Nightmare. This is the real vector position of me integrating stuff.
2 years ago. I don't think this guy gets
so
reelected.
I have limits. Phone call come in raw under the Friendly Lab on systems. Starts to be that standard because I just want to grab it. There's nothing wrong with taking breaks. There's nothing wrong with eating a hammer or sub right here.
I'm just teasing.
Pizza pie, all that good stuff.